As you know, if you've watched the show, we value balance. And last week, we talked to the new chairman of the Florida Democratic Party, Manny Diaz. This morning, we are inviting back state senator and the chairman of the Republican Party of Florida, Joe Gruters. And he's joining us this morning from an office in Sarasota, the district you represent, where you work professionally as well, and where I would surmise that with legislative session coming up, you'll only see now and then because so much of your focus is going to be in Tallahassee these next 2 months.
Yeah, thanks, Ken, for having me on. And yeah, we are busy, just a couple days away from the start of session. And of course, as a practicing tax CPA, we're always working the midnight oil here at the office.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things to talk about. And I guess first I would mention that you've been reelected unanimously as chairman of the Republican Party of Florida. That seems to be an indication of your party members saying, hey, we did it in the last election. Would you view that as a big success in terms of what happened in the state of Florida for the general election in November?
Well, we had everything going right for us in Florida in the 2020 cycle. You know, we increased our margin for the president threefold by over 3 percentage points. We ended up picking up 2 new congressional seats, 5 state House seats, 1 state Senate race. We crushed the Democrats on the ground. We crushed them in voter registration. We crushed them in turnout. And really, it was a unified effort with everybody coming together from the federal office holders all the way to the state and local candidates. And listen, we have a great message to say here in Florida. Listen, we have a governor that values freedom and liberty. We're open for business. We've had 20 years of control in Tallahassee. And as a result, you've seen our economy boom. You've seen that we have the best university system in the country. We're the best place to retire. We're the best place to start a small business. This is in the entire country. We have so many great things going for us. We just have to continue to do the right thing on behalf of the constituents out there. And I think that the Republican Party will continue to lead the way here in Florida, for sure.
So, Chairman, one of the things that was certainly an issue nationwide after the general election was how elections worked in different states. And after what happened 20 years ago in the state of Florida, Florida on election night was looked at as, boy, they got it right. They did it well. I'm seeing that you've been named by, I guess, the RNC to a committee about election integrity. Maybe describe that. And is that a direct result of what happened in Florida in November?
Yeah, listen, Florida is now the gold standard of elections. Think about how diverse Florida is. 67 counties, 21.5 million people. We were able to count all of our votes all by midnight on election night. No uncertainty. Everybody got it right. These are Republicans, Democrats elected at the local level. But that's only come about as a result of what used to be Florida was considered the laughingstock quite a bit over the last couple of cycles because of our elections. But it all started in 2000 with the Bush versus Gore election controversy, and then our legislature went to work tightening those screws to make sure we could continue to ensure that we have integrity in the system, that there's credibility in the system. In every cycle, we've added a couple of more things to make sure that that confidence is there with the voters. And the result was Florida is now the gold standard. I'm so thankful that Ronna McDaniel has appointed me as the chairman of the Election Integrity Committee for the whole country on behalf of the Republican Party. It's our job to find out what went wrong in 2020 and to make sure that we can get everything right moving forward. This is all about restoring the confidence of the voters around the country and making sure that we have a safe and secure election everywhere. And we have to make sure we don't repeat it, because we don't want what happened after this election to continue on. And there's no reason why, if Florida can get it right with Republicans and Democrats coming together in doing what's right for the voters, that we can't do the same all across the country. So we're going to highlight what went well here, and hopefully we can help other states implement the same type of changes that we've undergone over the last 20 years.
Yeah, Chairman, that's what I've heard as well, is, hey, there's not one uniform system across all 50 states and the territories, but there certainly could be some tweaking. Maybe finish up here for me and tell me about what happens in Duval County. I know that we changed this Duval County, Northeast Florida, changed this last election, and Democrats won. The Democrat candidate won for the presidential race. Is there something that needs to be tweaked here? We've got about a minute left.
Well, listen, we're always looking at ways we can improve. Certainly, Duval has always been considered one of the rallying points and one of the places in the state that we have to carry. I know Mayor Lenny Curry, who is one of the Republican Party of Florida chairman prior to me, and a fellow CPA, has done a great job there, and I appreciate his leadership. But listen, we got to do a better job of working together and bringing everybody together. And Duval's probably going to be one of the areas where we focus in on most. We need to bring Duval back into the fold. We need to win the entire county when it comes to these big elections, because it used to be we wouldn't be able to win statewide races without winning Duval. So we're going to have to work doubly hard. I know we have a great local chairman in Dean Black, but the whole Republican crew up in Jacksonville and Duval area in Northeast Florida is strong, and it's only going to get better moving forward from here.
So, Chairman, I appreciate it. I know we've gotten to visit in the state capitol over the last few years. Not this year. You lawmakers go do your thing, and I think the rest of us will wait for a vaccine and things to be healthy and all that. I appreciate the time this morning. Thank you so much.
Ken, thanks so much for having me on.